2026 marks the 250th anniversary of America's Declaration of Independence, and I hope that has you thinking about what it means for us to be a country and what the last 250 years have meant and how we got established as a country, and also what that means for the future for us. I want to recommend 3 books for you from a religious standpoint that I think will be helpful as you are thinking through those founding years of the United States. The first one is called God of Liberty by Thomas Kidd. It's a religious history of the American Revolution. This book, Dr. Kidd was one of my doctoral advisors through Midwestern Seminary, and anything he writes is golden, and so I highly recommend any of his books to you. But this one in particular is a concise exploration of the religious factors that went into the American Revolution. What were people thinking as it related to how Christians should interact with what was going on? Should they be pro-revolution? Should they be against the revolution? So this is a really helpful kind of introductory guide for you on understanding what was going on, what were the thoughts of the people like Patrick Henry, people like Thomas Jefferson, what was the cultural context, religiously speaking, during those founding years of the American Revolution. On the same line, James Byrd has written a wonderful book called Sacred Scripture, Sacred War, in which he looks at how the Bible was used through sermons, through thought, through the written word, how Scripture was used to defend the cause of American independence, but also how people occasionally took issue, where you have places like in Romans 13 where it says to submit to governing authorities. How can you reconcile that with the idea of revolution? So Byrd does a great job of looking at how the Bible was used in that. And then another one that I think is a really helpful book for us in 2026 is Mark David Hall's Did America Have a Christian Founding? I could say much more about this book. This book kind of tackles the myths on both the left and the right as it relates to the issue of the Christian influence that existed at the time. You have some people that they'll take one total religious view of America's founding, others take a completely secular view. What this book does so well is it shows that it's really the Christian worldview that makes America possible as an idea, as a country. So I would encourage you, pick up these books, read them, enjoy, and God bless.